Good evening, folks. Shit. Hold on a second. Oh. Torched my fucking shoulder. I don't know what I did. I think I pinched a nerve. Sucks getting old, but it's still better than the other option at this point, so I can't complain too loud. How is everybody doing tonight? I hope you are doing well. Doing okay. I thought we'd shoot through some headlines for shits and giggles. So I'm on RCP. If you're gonna do news, RCP is a collection site. They put everything up. It is what it is. They don't fuck with it. They don't editorialize it. It just is what it is. So you get shit from everywhere. The top one on here today, which made me laugh, is the liberal lie of systemic racism makes riots inevitable. Yes. Yes, it does. That's from Inez Stepman at the Federalist, and she's 100% right, but it's not the liberal lie. They're a propaganda machine. They're pushing the approved narrative. That's why. It's what they do. The rot of racist police violence reaches deep. That's NBC. Media bungle Atlanta shooting claim victim unarmed. This is true. He was not. He had taken a taser off cop, turned and fired it over his shoulder before the cop put 3 into him. Don't shoot tasers at cops, especially not theirs. Don't run. If you get a chance to watch the whole body cam footage, which is kind of long and boring until the very part at the end. He was drunk, fell asleep in his car in Wendy's at the drive-thru. Went over to wake him up, doing a drunk check on him, fails the breathalyzer. He has a history. He has been a guest of the state more than once. Ray Shard, whatever his name is. And he knows if he gets popped, he's going back again. And he doesn't want to get popped, so what does he do? Struggles with the police, takes one of their tasers, decides to rab it. They probably wouldn't have shot him then until he turned around and shot the taser at the cop. They're going to press charges. I don't know if they fired the cop or they just suspended him, but the body cam footage shows it all. This is why I believe that body cams are necessary for law enforcement, especially in this day and age when everything is a fucking issue and everybody's got an axe to grind and they're all looking for a paycheck. What because of sex really means, I don't even know what because of sex is. Because of sex. The fuck? Voter fraud complaint upends vote by mail push in AZ. Well, apparently one of the local politicos, her kid has been in New York City. He went to NYU, graduated and stayed there, and he's been voting by mail from New York City in all kinds of Arizona elections. But there is no voter fraud by mail. No, everybody needs to vote by mail. No. They keep throwing shit at Trump so fast and hard and thick. And I think a lot of it has to do with because he wants voter ID. He is not going to get it this election. He still needs to get in. And I do not doubt for a second that they will literally try and do the ballot harvesting and all that bullshit like they always do. If you're going to vote, folks, probably be better if you got up, went out and did it instead of did the vote by mail thing, unless, extenuating circumstances. Incidentally, if you can riot, you can go to the voting booths. You can go to Walmart. You can go vote. Well, actually, probably be better run than Walmart. Trump's Tulsa rally endangers his supporters. How? Well, he does have over 1 million requests. I'll make a prediction. Just to shut the idiots up. He is going to hand out masks. And you know what's going to be on the mask? Trump. MAGA, CAG, 2020. And then every time they run a camera around, that's all they're going to see. Trump masks throughout the whole crowd. Fucking brilliant, by the way. Apparently he's having problems fundraising, though, because nobody's got a job or any money. But I think he might just pull that shit out of his own pocket if he's allowed to. Why are Dems allowing protests and banning funerals? Because they're not protests, they're riots. U.S. should keep more troops in Germany and Afghanistan. No, we should not. Steve Bannon, the 2020 election is all about China. Steve Bannon is a smart fucking guy. I like Steve Bannon. My boy Angus doesn't like him. He thinks that Steve Bannon is a racist or something. We had the discussion the other day. I like him. I think he's sharp. I think his analysis is spot on. I think he knows what he's fucking talking about. It is what it is. There are people going to tell you he's a deep state bankster. He did work for him, but he also got Trump elected. One of the few guys that I don't think would have a turn on him either. Uh-oh. We are definitely clicking on this one. I haven't seen anything that said it yet, but if this broke, I'm gonna fucking howl. No, alright, it's speculation on what Newsom's gonna do if Kamala Harris becomes his VP choice, which she might because she is of color and she does have a vagina and XX chromosomes. Half the problem with politics in this country is people don't vote policy. They vote skin color and they vote bullshit. Oh, this fucking moron. Democrat Senator Tim Kaine. He is the king of cuck, if I remember correctly. He actually admitted to enjoying watching his wife get pegged by other guys. Allegedly. Could be misremembering. I think I am. The U.S. didn't inherit slavery from anybody. We created it. There was nobody here before we became the United States. Okay. Whatever you say. Plus, it's not like this long, giant, continuing to this day, by the way, global history of slavery. And you know who stopped slavery? You know who abolished slavery? That would be white Christians from the United States and the UK. They were the ones who said, we're done, no more of this. Tim Kaine needs to go back into the closet and watch his old lady get fucking railed. Nice. Police investigating after white kid knocked out on Ocean City, that's in Maryland, boardwalk, and then stomped on by mob. Because Black Lives Matter, but nobody else's does. The mysterious case of Raz from Chaz. BLM Warlord owns multiple guns, including an Uzi, a Tesla, a Beamer, a Jaguar XJ, millions in property, and is supported by the Dubai government. What the fuck is going on there? I will pop that open and maybe we will come back if I don't run over on this. He's getting money from fucking Dubai. They've just committed an act of war. AG Barr vows to block Bolton's book. Says former Trump advisor could face charges if book released. That's right, because he didn't get it vetted. And he can't get it vetted. And because he was cleared for, I don't know, eyes or above, he has to get it vetted. CNN and now NBC are colluding with tech giants to cut out conservative competition. Could force antitrust investigation. Continually shoot themselves in the fucking foot. These people are morons. Emotional resignation on Facebook from a cop who says the police are facing a crusade against us. I'll go back and I'll say this again. The problem isn't the police force. The problem is taxation through police. Get all those fucking stupid laws off the books that politicians put in there just to enrich the tax base so they could give more money away to get more people to vote for. Fucking redundancies alone. Why nobody likes cops? Do aborted black babies matter? Epic. Watch black man silence woke healthcare workers protesting for Black Lives Matter. Thank you, sir. Stormy Daniels' attorney in appeals court case files lawsuit over Trump rally in Tulsa because he's worried about the spread of COVID and it's Trump's fault that his supporters are all going to catch the corona. Yet I see zero lawsuits for, what was it? BLM trans in Brooklyn that had, 15,000 people shoulder to shoulder. Nobody stopped that rally. I wonder why. See, now, he should have his tags pulled. Blatantly abusing the court system for personal and profit. Personal gain and profit. Should have his fucking tags pulled. Not censored. No. Not surrendered. No. Should have them pulled publicly. Far-left Washington mayor who took a knee with Black Lives Matter thugs gets home vandalized during George Floyd riots, calls it domestic terrorism. Moron. She's the mayor of Olympia, Washington, so yeah, lie down with dogs, wake up with fleas, right? You fucking progtards kill me. Trump called it. Leftist mobs are ripping down and vandalizing Washington and Jefferson statues across the U.S. because a guy had a knee on his neck. Because Black Lives Matter. Researchers suggest wearing helmets with built-in air filters, face shields, disposable gowns, and 2 pairs of gloves. Why? Why? The COVID is dying. Albuquerque to start sending unarmed social workers to some 911 calls in city. That's going to go sideways really quick, folks. I know they're not going to send them to domestic violence, but they're going to send them out for a psychiatric call and shit's going to go sideways. NYPD arrests thug who punched 92-year-old woman with walker and knocked her to the ground. Just put one in the back of his head. He's a fucking thug and an animal. He's irredeemable. Drop him. Seattle installs concrete barriers to protect #Chaz, #Chop, armed leftist occupation zone. That's aiding and abetting the enemy. No, aid and comfort to the enemy. That's aid and comfort to the enemy. That would be covered under treason and sedition. Somebody's not too bright, should be facing charges. Kellogg's slammed for having 3 white boys on Rice Krispies box. Okay. What should they have on there? Asians? It's Rice Krispies after all. Seattle City Council bans police use of crowd control weapons such as tear gas and pepper spray. The Seattle City Council is made up of fucking morons. What are you going to do, throw flowers at them? Hey, Rashawn, stop that. Don't make me tell you a 14th time. Cut that out. Idiots. Democrat Boston mayor supports removal of Abraham Lincoln statue, the man who freed the slaves and ended slavery in the United States. A little more complicated than that, but actually, if you're going to remove the statue, do it officially, put it in a museum somewhere. Okay? Don't let these idiots tear them down and fucking deface them. Trump bans chokehold, sets up tracking system for bad cops. Okay, well, the guy that choked out the other guy, we have 18 fucking complaints against him. Amy Klobuchar handled none of those, by the way. And she was the AG for the state at the time. NYPD finds no criminality by Shake Shack workers in case of poison cups. Cleaning solution on shake machine wasn't rinsed properly. So who else got sick besides the 3 cops? I haven't seen anything on that. I think more than just the 3 cops got sick, right? Because they improperly cleaned the machine ship and everybody that drank out of that. Yeah, pull the other one's got bells on it. Yada, 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 yada. Pelosi gives George Floyd family U.S. flag, spits on men and women who serve the country. Well, it's just heinous like that. Solomon Samuel Simone, a.k.a. Raz from Chaz or Chop, is proclaimed warlord, multi-block area, many luxury cars. More importantly, Raz is supported by the Islamic government in Dubai. The leader of Chaz, Warlord Raz Simone, was previously identified running guns in the newly formed country in the center of Seattle. Again, it's his country. He can do whatever gun laws he wants. Raz owns a couple of handguns which were somehow resorted through a special intervention after a conviction. I smell alphabet soup. Raz also owns 6 automatic rifles and has AP, armor-piercing rounds, for these guns as well. Come on, folks. Give me a fucking break here. Raz somehow received a grant of $82,000 from the city of Seattle to open his own studio in a building he purchased with another loan. He owns multiple luxury cars, some prime real estate and rental properties, the Raz fashion line, the Aurora Smoke Shop, a social club. This fucking stinks, boy. Finally, most importantly, Raz is connected to Islam as he is involved in the Manifesto, Washington State, the first black Muslim independent state. He is also being sponsored and has been hosted by the Dubai government. There you go. You know what'll look even better than all that gold? Stainless steel. Seattle reaches deal with CHOP to remove temporary roadblocks and replace them with concrete barriers. Why? This might be the greatest Biden sign of all. Simps for Biden. So militia member arrested after shooting at New Mexico protest. So I don't know if you saw it. They were trying to tear down the statue of a conquistador. Came through New Mexico. And apparently he had an issue with it. Can't say as I blame him. But he did not seem to be instigating anything. He was actually backing out when I think it was 3 of these fucking Antifa pussy punks jumped him. One of them whacked him with a skateboard. And he pulled his weapon and defended himself. It's all on camera. This is what you would call a slam dunk in any state that wasn't democratically shat upon. But he's in New Mexico. So it's fucked. Anyway, there should be enough law-abiding people in New Mexico to call this exactly what it is, an SD shooting, and let him slide. Of course, the article came from the Stamford Advocate, and they got theirs from WAPO. There's absolutely no bias or slant in the media these days, folks. Remember that. NYPD pulls officers from the DA's offices after they declined to prosecute rioters. Good. Nothing's going to happen to them if they're busy blowing them anyway. You want to be a commie cuck? Be a commie cuck. Just don't look for the cops. 50,000 people who died in America from coronavirus were in nursing homes. That's over 40%. So, here's my question. Does this make Andrew Cuomo America's largest serial killer? And is he going to be prosecuted for putting people with an active disease into a nursing home full of the target population when he had mesh tents set up, He had the ship in the harbor with 1,000 beds. I don't have words. Shit like this drives me absolutely insane. Nothing's gonna happen to Andy, just like nothing happened to Chris. Andy should be on the fucking block for this. Aside from being the governor, wrote the orders that sent these people into fucking nursing homes and killed people. You'll walk away scot-free. Fucking air dancing lessons. Seattle Autonomous Zone is not a cult. No. Not at all. Actually, a shithole. Capitalism, a love story. Apple's App Store alone, just the App Store, generated $519 billion in commerce in 2019. I still have no idea why you people use Apple. It's overpriced. Everything in a cell phone's overpriced anymore, but Apple drives me insane. We're at 21 minutes, folks. I'm going to scan through the last couple. Elizabeth Warren really wants to be the VP pick for Biden. Sorry there, Pocahontas. You don't have enough melanin. May retail sales are up 20%. Imagine that. You let people out of prison, they go on shopping sprees. Documented shopping sprees, not undocumented shopping sprees. Black Lives Matter enjoys almost complete immunity from criticism. They do. But then again, the media is nothing more than a propaganda arm for the fucking left anyway, so why would they ever say anything bad? Jews are pissed off at de Blasio because he welded parks shut that the little Jewish kids couldn't go play in. Extremely severe. China starts locking down parts of Beijing over new coronavirus outbreak after failing to contain pandemic. Don't buy it. It's fucking bullshit. This is what's called staging. They're going to make it look good, and if they have to, they'll release a second wave with a slightly different variant. Because I don't think they haven't been fucking with it this whole time. That's 22 minutes, and that's more than we should be doing at any one time anyway, because I'm just a yappy talkie. Oh, fuck. God damn, my shoulder hurts. Alrighty, folks. Thanks for swinging by, putting some eyeballs on here. New folks, welcome to the, welcome to the monkey farm, man. Thanks for swinging by. Thanks for spreading it around. I will catch you on the next one. In the meantime, folks, be safe. Stay safe. But don't buy into the bullshit. Okay? Don't let them herd you like sheep through fear. I will see you on the next one. Adios.